Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the program. Hello. It is lovely to see you. Sunday, if you were not already made aware. My name is RJ, and I really think I've been perhaps a Svengali in this sense by enticing you to come here so you can hear all my sinister thoughts and ideas. Nevertheless, I will corrupt you, but I will also entertain you. There was a lot going on in the chat, so let's chat, but not chit. I don't want to chit. No chitting at all. We had a chat. We had a very substantial chat. You never hear we had a little chit. Chit is too trivial for me. First, let's get a look at these. There's a blue and white Armani, and I think that they are indeed fun. I don't know what the pattern is. Oh, I think it's this. It's this. They made a pattern out of that. That's fun stuff. And they're, of course, boxers, but they're not. This is as far as they go. When I talk about a short cut, this is what I'm talking about. I like it. And then usually I'll just, you know what I mean? And now we're back in business. Now it's August. Anyway, let us look and talk in the chat. There's so much going on. There's so many people here doing wonderful things. Karen said, good evening. Karen, of course, is in Australia. How are you? And hello, everyone. Pay the tax. She paid the tax by liking the video. It's very sweet. Leo said, it's good afternoon from here in London, England. So it's good morning to me. It's good evening to Karen. And it's good afternoon to Leo. What a world. Time zones are stupid, aren't they? Richard said, good day, RJ. Have a great day over there. I'm also here. Val said, morning all, except for Charles. He won't see this. I believe Charles blocked Val. There's a intra-chat squabble going on here. And they call it the live chat. They don't call it the live chit, just throwing it out there. All those chit supporters. Terry Brown said, hello. Hey, I was wondering what wrestling promos you might watch in London and wherever you are, Karen. Well, first of all, I think you have the wrong chat. I am not Karen, but I would love to go to London and do basically any of the promotions there that seem reputable. So I guess whoever makes me the best Cobb salad, I think that's the real question. Terry, Bill has a wonderful turquoise request. He knows how to start it off hot. He's my producer at this point. He said, morning, RJ and everyone. He's a $5 song request, which you can make too if you are so inclined. Bill said, kind of in a mellow mood this morning. So I was thinking the theme to WKRP in Cincinnati would be apropos. WKRP is, of course, the reason that I was blocked by Trump. So there's a real deep meaning to this theme. Baby, if you ever wonder whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP. Up and downs and fun. Every time up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be, but baby, think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. It's a wonderful song and a wonderful show that doesn't get the retrospective love it deserves because of all the licensed music they played. It's hard for it to come out on DVD, and streaming makes it a lot more expensive than something like perhaps a Three's Company. And you got to pay Howard Hessman. So there's a lot going on there. Missy said, good morning, everyone. Oh, Lord, let me blow through this. I took so much singing. How long was that song? It wasn't even that long. Bill used this wonderful emoji. Val said, Bill, coming in hot and early. Excellent choice. Jack said, hey, folks, how's it going on your end of the screen? Well, I hope it's doing okay. Richard said, it's nearly Monday over here. Nail said, I'm a minute early. What a treat. Well, if you're early, you're late. So to be very early, you have to be on time. So Brina said, good morning with wonderful emojis. Bill said, thanks, Val. They're talking. Justin Duke says, well, ha. Fresh Prince of Africa, I have nothing to do today, so why not watch a man make coffee in his underwear? No, that is what you have to do today. Flip it around and embrace it. Clarence said, hi, RJ. I had a great time at Fire Island Pines yesterday. What are your thoughts about my adventure I had? Well, I hope your pines are not on fire. Then you'll have to get some sort of cream, Clarence. but I'm happy you're going out and enjoying yourself, and I hope you are staying safe. David said, good morning, Mr. City. Ty said, good morning, everyone. David said, morning, Mrs. Duke, because obviously I don't matter anymore. Good morning, everybody, said Sean. Aaron said, what are you, buddy? A piece of shit or something? I think that's a small bill at a bar. That's what they also call that. Jordan said, good morning, darling. Ty said, interchat squabble is why you need to mod someone. Ty is applying to be my mod. I don't like a mod. I like it free flowing. I like to handle this disaster myself. Leo said they don't really do Cobb salads in the restaurants in the UK. Well, we have to change this immediately, Leo. They certainly have all the ingredients. It's not that exotic. It's not like I'm asking for a durian fruit or something. It's hard-boiled egg, some crumbled bacon, some cheese. I'm sure you have some cheese. Glenn said, is there a difference between an English and American and Canadian Cobb salad? Well, apparently, England doesn't have one, so we can just do whatever we want. This is my calling in life. I've been stumbling around aimlessly for years, and now I've found my purpose. I am going to introduce the Cobb salad to the UK market. My face will be everywhere. My Cobb will be everywhere. People will say, this is an excellent salad. And you know who's responsible for it? And people will say, Bob Cobb, and they'll say, no. It's RJ. He made great. I want to be the North American, the English ambassador from the Cobb salad. Am I an ambassador? Well, I'm from North America. I'm an ambassador to England from North America on behalf of the Cobb salad community. Dear Lord. Fresh Prince said, we live in a self-preservation society and we're not doing a good job. Neil said, who's watching SummerSlam today? I will be watching along at some point. I will be looking. It's summer. Things are slamming. I got the wrong email. I actually thought it was Sumner Slam. And I thought I was going to watch a 3-hour tribute to the late media mogul Sumner Redstone, unfortunately. Ben said, morning, RJ, long-time listener, first-time caller. What's the best Cobb salad you ever had? I was in Buffalo, to be more specific. I was in North Tonawanda. And we were at this bar. And usually the after, any after show, any show after wrestling, like any bar after wrestling, is going to have horrible food. Even if they have food at all. It's just a place to go drink and get wings. I'm going to get my hair cut next week. Let's all calm down. And I ordered this Cobb salad thinking, whatever, it was, and they loaded it. They loaded it up. And it was like, it was like a 3-course meal. I never forgot that. And I said, you know what? When I get a contract with somewhere, anywhere, doing anything, I'm going to ask for a Cobb salad. I'm going to make these people work for me. Terry Brown said, Canadian bacon versus American bacon. Well, I will say it's American bacon that the Cobb usually has. Doesn't have the back bacon. Val Capone said, question, if you are anti-chit, are you also anti the 1968 Dick Van Dyke classic Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Also, good morning and thanks for the WKRP goodness. I wasn't crazy about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't necessarily think it's a classic. I think it's well remembered and old. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's Mary Poppins, which also, I'll say it, Mary Poppins has a huge, gigantic flaws too. One of which is Dick Van Dyke. Bill said, thanks, RJ, while sitting here, sipping from my new RJ mug. Speaking of new RJ mugs, I also got myself, you see? Guys, it's me. I'm on the mug. It's great. SummerSlam happens at midnight where I am, said Fresh Prince, because I live in England. Well, isn't that a shame? Nail said, any recommendations of shows you were on IWTV to watch today? I have no idea which promotions are on there and which are not. I'm confused. I think there's some Warrior Wrestling stuff is there. If there's some ESW there is nice. If there's some Greek Town is there would be very nice. I don't know. I have to go look. I'll familiarize myself. Also, not for nothing, they should just pay me to do more shit for them. That's the main thing. You want to see me wrestle now, not then. It's been 23 years since my last match. Steve said, where did we go? I've lost this completely. Demarius Gladney said, hey, you'll get knighthood from services of salad from the Queen. Good morning. Cobb salad is really the only salad, says Okaria. It's a bold statement. Val said, Nails, if you really are looking for stuff in general to watch on IWTV, I have a stock list of recommendations I could send you. Eric said, no one knows who any of these people are. I don't understand. We are part of the Commonwealth. Nail said, oh, yes, please, Val. Terry Brown said, nope. On the 7th, we'll be watching Ring of Honor for free, though. Well, good, Terry. Do what you need to do. Bill said, made it, Nails. I will be watching SummerSlam. So since you're hosting Match Game today, that's right. I believe around 3 o'clock, I am hosting Match Game for Busted Open Radio, and I will have a skinny mic and an outfit. I don't know if I'm allowed to sing the theme song because it's on Sirius. I think they play it. It's highly produced, which sucks because I'm great at singing that theme song. Jessamine Duke said, hey, I have that mug. Well, touche, Jessamine. I have your mug. Today I will be drinking out. I'm not going to drink out of my own. Sometimes in life you can be too meta. I will be drinking out of Jessamine Duke's OK Gamer mug, which I purchased from myself from ProWrestlingTees.com, Jessamine Duke. And isn't it interesting that I got a mug? You know, hey, look at that, I got a mug. And the next thing you know, Danhausen has a mug. And now Jessamine Duke has a mug. Think about it. Think about who really ushered in the mug movement here. And it's not Matt Cardona and the Major Wrestling whatever, because they just put their names on everything. They're like some sort of aluminum siding company at a convention. They just have their names on their pens and coolers and whatever. I take my mug seriously. And I ushered in the pro wrestling mug movement. And it's a darn fine mug. And it has a nice black rim. It doesn't say where it's made. It's an air of mystery. And there she is. There, punching one of her arms has a laser, a smoking laser on it, which she's known for. I think that's her tattoo, or she has a rash or some sort of wound. And she's wearing a glove on this hand, and there's her ears and hair, obviously. And maybe she's wearing flip-flops. She looks like she just came from a swim or a spin class, and she's wearing flip-flops. And this is her phrase, okay, gamer, as if to say, right on, gamer, way to go. And 3 cheers for you and all the games you play. And Jessamine and I have played games together. We played Streets of Rage 4, 2 episodes of which are up on my channel. I'm sure we'll be playing again soon at some point because she's one of those people who will be livid if she can't beat a game and will not stop playing until she can beat it. Me, I like to read a book. I like to sing a song. This is some intense stuff, but I'll say, okay, gamer. That's the catchphrase. That's fun. Glenn said, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang has some of the finest Gert Frobe singing to be found. Ugh. Clint said, unfortunately, RJ, in this episode, I can't stay for a long time. I'm a bit busy today. So, yeah, I'll just see you soon next Sunday since you won't be in Wednesday for the movie. Sabrina said, oh, look, the handle is attached. Yeah, Sabrina got my mug, and the handle was off. But you could use the handle as anything now. You can just, if you have a glue gun, you can attach it to whatever you want. Nell said, there's today's GIF. I don't know what she's referring to. Oh, Lord. I've lost everyone. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Sean said, also, I too have that mug. In fact, I'm drinking out of it now. Charles said, nice looking guy on the mug. Thank you. I don't know who you're referring to, but thank you. Jordan said, have to get a mug. Chelsea said, you should make pint glasses. Shame her. I'm not a drunkard. This isn't ciders in the morning. IPA lady. Jamie said, Crossbody Pro Wrestling has RJ matches on IWTV. Thank you for telling me, Jamie. I had no idea that they were even on there. That's fantastic. Tayrach said, I saw RJ Metropolis at Old Wrestling. What happened to him? He's still working in the show business. So they said, good morning, RJ. What time does Match Game start? It is my understanding, I believe it starts around 3. going to try to double check here. Oh, here we go. I'm bringing it up. Yes, the whole party. It's a big SummerSlam party. You register. You go to, what is it? Sirius.com/SummerSlam. You can register and then watch on Zoom. I will be hosting it. These schmucks will be the celebrities. Oh, Lord. Oh, look, there's me as Gene Rayburn. Can anyone see this? Never mind. And Ron Funches and Mike Lawrence will be the contestants. I don't know how well they're fair because I wrote all the questions. Richard said, RJ, did you enjoy wrestling on Impact? Well, there was no Cobb salads, if that's what you're asking. Jessamine said, gasp. I don't know what that's referring to. Val said, will you and or David be making an appearance at any of the Warrior Wrestling Stadium Series shows this September? Val, you have to message them and say, you need to book RJ City and David Arquette. That's what you need to tell them. You're doing this in reverse. It's not quite working. I can't just show up there. Missy said, I'm a trendsetter. I agree. Ben said the mug movement could be your new finisher. Jessamine concedes that I had mugs first. That's fine. Al said, both mugs look great. Fill your mugs with Cobb, said Aaron. That would be nice. A nice cup of salad. Jessamine said, Nail said, can Jessamine confirm that she was swimming? Blue Meanie is here. And he says, where did I go? My days have been so mixed up. I thought last Thursday was actually Wednesday, and I wonder why City After Dark wasn't on. I was so mad at myself. That is the worst Alfred Hitchcock Presents episode I've ever seen. I am glad you're here, no matter what day it is. It's Tuesday, by the way. Richard has a BWO chant. Jessamine said, oh, thanks, Nails. And my internet cut out while RJ was describing my mug. But I'm sure he did it all wrong. It was an accurate description, I assure you. Val misses Meanie. Meanie is now here. Nail said, I want a glass now. I'm a drunkard. Leo said, you seem like a pina colada guy. I used to drink when I was a tubby little boy. I loved virgin pina coladas. And I'd be like, I would either order virgin pina coladas or a Shirley Temple. Like when we went anywhere. Because for some reason, any restaurant could have them. I don't know why. Terry said, any stickers coming out? We can stick those anywhere. I have a new pin in the works. I don't know where perhaps to distribute the stickers, but there may be some. So hang tight or loose. Whatever firmness you want to hang at is totally fine with me. Terry said, ooh, Ron Funches a bunches. There's a bunch of him. And it's going to be a bunch of blank. Jordan said, RJ Metropolis is best friends with the short old guy that New Jack beat up. Jordan, that is the great Gypsy Joe. How dare you? JD said, how did you meet David originally? Well, he was doing a local production of Peter Pan. He was playing Hook. And I went to it because I had a friend in the show. And I met him backstage. And I said, stick with me, kid. I think you could be onto something. Leo said, David Dennis Stamp showed up and got booked for the Terry Funk retirement show. Did he? He was pretty resistant. Also, it was like down the street from his house. Chicago is not down the street from my house. Stokely said, RJ, because of you, I watched Breakfast with Blassie, and it was good. SAS said, this is the oddest retirement ceremony that I've ever been to. Well, hang in there. Gets better. Sabrina loves Shirley Temples, which is adorable. Val says, I need the pin for my work lanyard. It is coming. Jessamine said, swimming. We have a pool, and I've not gotten in it once. I also take great care of my skin, so I don't know what he's talking about, a rash. Is this not a rash? Is this not some sort of poison ivy here? You tell me. And this girl's swimming. This is a bikini and flip-flops, and this, I think, seems to be a water wing. I've seen you do laps. Leo said, when are you going to compete in a cold brew chaos match where the only way to win is to throw your opponent in a tank of cold brew? And then I would lose because I want the cold brew. Spot 710, Pina Colada is fine, but him underrating a Rupert Holmes song, ugh, fair. Bill said, also, any funny road trip stories when you were a kid traveling with your parents? Good luck with the fam on Wednesday. The drive-in will make up for it. I have a bunch of road trip stories. There was one long trip we went on once. My brother shut the door on my ankle. He was not looking. I had my leg hanging out of the door. We were picnicking or something, and he shut it on my ankle. And I got so mad. It was so incredibly painful. At one point, I used to have an Art Garfunkel wig, and we had a CD. And whenever Bridge Over Troubled Water came on, I would put on the wig and sing it, which tells you what a fun child I was to drive with. Let's get up brewing, shall we? Let's get to work. I feel like that's very important. Again, if you're just joining us, you haven't seen these. They're blue and white Armani. They are fun. They are hip, and they're not too long, which is wonderful. Here we go. Let's get it. Let me turn it around here. Ooh, that's a good sound. It's been sitting for a while, at least 12 hours, probably 20 at this point. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my bulletproof. I ran out. I didn't ration and order correctly. So let's try this black, see how it is in this new mug, which is probably going to give me a rash. And then if I need to sweeten it, I will. Let's give it a little pour there. Here's to our health. Here's to gamers. Okay, gamers, let's play Yahtzee. Jessamine is using the Andre the Giant emoji, which you can all use if you become a member. You get to use an Andre the Giant emoji. What's better than that? Eric said, can't get away from your chitty bang bang slander. It's not that good. SAS said, can you perform the theme song of the Mary Tyler Moore Show? The meds haven't kicked in. I would, absolutely, and I can do it very well, but you'll have to make a formal request. These are the rules. Jessamine said, vlog the road trip with your parents. Well, I don't know if it's a road trip. It's like 40 minutes. Sure, it's a road trip. I'm going to let it ride for now. Maybe the next cup I'll sweeten. Oh, Lord, I just spilled it on myself. The best part about an Art Garfunkel wig is that it also kind of doubles, depending on where you hold it, as an Ethel Merman wig. It's very versatile. Patrick said, good morning, RJ. Leo said, would you rather watch Freddie Got Fingered 4 times or a 7-hour Spotify playlist made by Alicia Atut? Well, would I rather be laughing for 4 hours or laughing for 7? I'll pick 4. Because the wonderful Rip Torn is in Freddie Got Fingered, and I like him. Brian said, well, I am partial to blue and white. Yes, because that's his color scheme. Look at this. I'm going to do your fun little dance. Isn't that what you come out and you go, hey, this is a fun time. Ooh. That thing. That was so much fun. Also, like, do you take any responsibility for kids, younger kids? I had to walk around high school and think, I can pull off a half shirt. JD said, is it okay for guys to have pedicures? No, guys should have hideous, disgusting claw feet and gross out everyone they come in contact with, so they only wear socks and shoes all the time, even in their own house, and then they stink. That's a much better idea. Body Slammer said, why don't you have your brother on the show sometime? I'm sure he has lots to tell everyone. I'm sure he does. He's working on his memoirs right now. Memoirs. I like the black rim. Nice touch, said Terry. It is a nice touch, and it is a damn fine mug. Glenn said, I accidentally kneed my brother in the face and split his eyebrow. It was payback for the previous transgression. Fair. Bill said, sweet. If you have the Art Garfunkel wings still, you'll have to wear it on After Dark. I'm going to look, but I don't think so. It would go well with the kimono. Mishy said, since your mom is such a delight when she's on the show, will we see any other members of your family guest star on a Sunday morning? It's possible. My grandmother has been on the show twice. My grandfather has been on the show twice, too. So you never know. It's a real step-by-step scenario. Nell said, is anyone in the chat going to see the David movie at the drive-in? I don't think I can in New York. It will be coming out more and more soon. Wednesday is the Canadian premiere in Oakville. And then August 28th, the movie is digital on demand anywhere, so you can see it and not enjoy it. Oh, I have requests. Val, dear Lord. Val wants Bridge Over Troubled Water in the style of Ethel Merman. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. When times get rough and the pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. And then someone would hand her roses. I'm covered in sweat. I hope I didn't blow anyone's mics, but I had to do my job. Blue Meanie said, that's exactly how I did the dance. Thank you. Eric wants to normalize men in crop tops. Leo said, who is more a horrible father figure, the dad from Freddie Got Finger or the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond? Are you talking about Raymond as in Ray Romano? Because he was a pretty shit dad. He did not care for his kids at all. And some episodes, they wouldn't even just be in at all. They're like, whatever. Tarek said, half shirt's definitely hard to pull off. Meanie and Stevie excluded. Richard said, RJ should do the Stevie kick. Well, it wouldn't be the Stevie kick if I did it. SAS said, rules, sweet mother of pearl, I have to figure all this out. I guess if I can sponsor ASPCA, I can sponsor you. Am I doing it right? I think so. Charles said, are you out and about some or mostly sheltering in place? Well, since I'm putting out YouTube videos every day from pretty much the same location, Charles, should give you a small idea of my geographic radius. SM said, good morning, all. It's my mom's birthday. I've been dreading it. She's been building it up all month, and I fear her expectations are way too high, especially during a pandemic. Pray for me, everyone. I pray for you. But SM, Mrs. SM, the happiest of birthdays from me. Your children love you, or your child. I really don't know how many children you have. God bless you. Eric sent a wonderful tribute, and I don't know what it's referring to. There's just a strong guy that's his boss on it. I guess that's me flexing there. It's adorable. So if you do have a request, Eric, you're more than welcome to make one. Otherwise, God bless you, and thank you. Stokely said, since there's no City After Dark this week, I'll make a request for RJ to do the horse before the program is over. Fair. Oh, everyone likes my Ethel Merman impression. David said, wow, such a show-stopping number. That's amazing. Heel Fex said, do you like working as a heel? Yes. Yes. I have likability issues, so it's easier to just embrace being a heel. Sabrina said, what's your favorite Mary-Kate and Ashley movie? I like that TV show when they were on the beach, and they had a male live-in butler. Terry said, what's your favorite? What favorite past match would you like to have been a commentator for? Something on maybe like a WrestleMania 3. Would have been, ooh, and anything from Andy Kaufman in Memphis I would have loved. Jessamine said, sing the Match Game theme since you probably won't be able to later. Why, thank you. Thank you. I needed that. Nell said, I'm not leaving the house as long as RJ continues with the content. SAS says, is this how I get you to sing the Mary Tyler Moore show theme song? Well, I have one question for you, SAS. Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. And with every little movement and chance you show it, love is all around, no need to fake it. You're a why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're always likely to succeed. Now I'm singing the Sammy Davis Jr. version. You've got the looks and charms, and baby, that's all you need. All the men around adore you. I just do wonders for you. Love is all around, don't need to fake it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. Dun, 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 dun. Those are fun hats. I hope that worked for you, SAS. Thank you for figuring it out and meeting me halfway. Thank you. Wink Gaming said they're ready for the Busted Open party today. So will I will be, only if you could recognize me. Leo said, get Andrew Schultz on the show and go to town on those beta males. It works for Joe Rogan, or talk with the impact of identity politics with Theo Vaughn. Actually, I'm going to have Van Johnson on the show. Eric said, you don't want to know the request. Oh, please, I do. Please. Heelfex said, I watched you in Windsor. Dear Lord. Heelfex said, I watched you in Windsor, a word I obviously haven't said in a while. Jordan said, it takes two. Has Gutenberg, though. Yeah, but the one at the beach has Taylor Negron, and he's fantastic. Sabrina said, so little time. Great show. Thank you. I forgot the name of it. Bill said, I can see you singing Ethel Merman songs in the backseat of the car as a kid, which your parents must have loved. Bill said, great choice, Jessamine. Jessamine is unimpressed as per her emoji of me. Turok just threw his hat in the air. This song's got me pumped for the week, said Aaron. You're going to make it, Aaron. Missy said, I would love to hear you commentate Psycho Mike versus The Rock. Terry said, I brought the Jerry Lawler compilation DVD only because it had Andy Kaufman footage. So good. There's a bunch on YouTube. He did a lot more than you realize. SM said, listening to Match Game theme without first having been read a children's book just feels wrong. That's called good branding, SM. SAS said, I felt like you were pitchy, but I loved it. I'm going to get my live stream auto-tuned. He said, Border City Wrestling. Yes, I was there quite a few times. Bill said, so any special brews this week? Not yet. This is still an amalgamation. It's a melange of views. Hi, my name is RJ City. Hi, my name is Jessamine Duke. It's fun. But let me pour this again, and maybe let's pour a full one, and I'll sweeten it a little bit. I got a brand new package of stevia that I'm tearing into. I enjoy just a spark of sweetness when the rest is dark and bitter. It's a nice back and forth. I also like to, if I have a bowl of fruit or I have a bowl of ice cream, I've started now to salt it for the same reason, that back and forth kind of thing. But Bill, I believe I will have a better brew next week, something a little more specific. It's hard when you're not brewing, you're not scooping it to make the hot stuff. You know, it's weird. I've lost that. I will get it back when it gets colder. Leo said, since Trump took a stunner, I hope the UK PM takes a botched pile driver one day. Yes, right after he ushers in the Cobb salad movement. Turok said, I saw RJ at Border City at the Diamondback Saloon. Was that where the ring was just basically busted and none of the ropes worked? And me and Pepper Parks had a great match that was never seen because the ropes were so bad. Blue Meanie said, Fanny Flagg was the Blanche Devereaux of Match Game. As I'm going to talk about on Busted Open today, Blue Meanie, Fanny Flagg, it turns out, I did my research, wrote the book and the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. Remember, we wrote her off now. I know you did too. I think we all owe her a big apology. Tarek said, High Spots has the entire Kaufman feud on DVD, and I assure you it is worth your fucking time. So go to High Spots and get it if you're at all interested in it. Perfect. Team Chaotic said, what wrestling promotion do you work for? The AWA. Just re-signed again. I'm moving to Minnesota. Vern, baby, here I come. Ken Dowman said, have you congratulated Bill Time Bill Collier on becoming Imagine Wrestling New Heavyweight Champ yet? If not, you truly are a heel. No, I will not congratulate him on winning a title for a promotion I don't even work for. Jessamine Duke said, I feel like our mugs would have a more interesting conversation, but whatever. That's exactly the conversation I picture them having. Tarek said, yeah, the ring sucked. All the talent did their best. Body Slammer said, I saw RJ in Newmarket, I think. I don't know if I was wrestling or just walking around. Maybe there was a farmer's market. Sam said, just wanted to say I met you at an IWC show a few years ago, and you were the nicest wrestler I've ever met. Thank you for everything, RJ. Sam, shut the fuck up. I'm a heel now. Shh. Shh. Can't have this shit on a chat. Can't tell people that. So boo. Do that stuff. Say I was a bad person. You know what I mean? Shit. Have a little fucking respect. I'm trying to make a living here as a heel. And I got you fucking shit up telling everyone how nice I am. It ruins my oeuvre. So my suggestion to you would be think twice. When you're on my chat, you got it, mister. Sorry, there seems to be a technical delay. Leo has a stark question. Why do you have no pubes? I mean, I have them, but somehow they go away. Glenn said, did Fanny Flagg have a following in the UK? I don't know. Does anyone in the UK like fried green tomatoes? The movie, not the food? Whatever. As I said, I woke up at 6 a.m. with wildfires all around me in California. I hope you were safe. But seeing RJ's booty just made it worth it, even if it was a little picture. It's a picture and a catchy kind of thing. Richard said, what's the craziest movie you ever did? I was going to say Monster Brawl, but now the more I think about it, the one that's really taking years off my life is You Cannot Kill David Arquette. Coming out next week. Everywhere that doesn't play movies. Leo just wrote full sex, which I forgot I talked about. Sabrina says she likes Jessamine's mug better. Well, then why don't you get that one? Aaron said, I'll be watching You Cannot Kill David Arquette in one day, 9 hours and 25 minutes, according to the countdown on the Fantasia Fest website. And after the movie, I'll be coming on with David and the directors to do a Q&A via Zoom, which is interesting. An intimate evening of story and song. I don't think I'll sing. Chris said, hey, everyone, sorry I'm late. I've been taking some CBD oil to help me sleep, and I overslept. Sounds like you're taking too much, Chris. I would half the dosage. Oh, Sam said, I meant you were a dick when I met you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, go to hell, Sam. Great job. Thank you. SAS said, farmers markets are awesome. Glenn said, which Garfield character would be a good wrestling character? Do you remember Garfield and Friends? Dun, 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 dun. There was a character, I think it was just an egg with feet, like half an egg with feet. I think that would be a good character. Now I'm going to need flashbacks. Somebody's going to have to drop those names. I know somebody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Tarek said, I don't think it has the Letterman footage, just the stuff from Memphis TV, the promos and the matches. The Letterman footage, you can literally watch that whole thing, probably the whole show on YouTube. And people always clip the Lawler slap and whatever, but it gets way. The whole segment is unreal. You really need to go back and watch it. Neil said, so it worked, Chris. Great job. Blue Meanie said, pubes are such a hairy subject. They are, and it gets rough to talk about. It's a prickly issue. And it's not something I'm terribly interested in discussing at length. Terry said, the DVD I bought did not have the Letterman footage. Yeah, they're not going to license Letterman footage. Sabrina said, RJ, who are you kidding? You're a face. You're too nice and sweet. Those are dirty communist lies. SAS said, you really are a heel. I'm scared, but I'm still a little pitchy. Leo said, I'm from the UK and have never seen the film. Or do I know what Fanny Flagg is? Okay, well, there's your answer. Leo is the ultimate representative of the United Kingdom. He is the one who unites it in many ways. He's never heard of Fanny Flagg, so neither has anyone else in England. Bill said, so are you planning to host Match Game totally more like Gene Rayburn or Charles Nelson Riley? Charles would have been a great host. Well, it's going to be a bit of an amalgamation. Ideally, I could just go full Charles all the time. And it's hard to not be Charles when I'm so close to it. Because Gene Well, great. Wasn't the most distinct personality. You're gonna like it. I'm more embodying the spirit of the show. It's more of a pastiche, if you will. Stokely said, RJ, please remind everyone why Tim Hortons coffee is shit, because it's brown water. And all their uniforms are just different shades of brown and beige, and it's weird and it's gross. And so are the cups. The cups suck, too. There's no style. Half the dosage? Half. 1 1/2. Body Slammer said, when I saw RJ in Newmarket and his partner Joey Valentine fired their manager for listening to Whitney Houston records, and then he had a hot new manager instead. I have barely a recollection of that, but I'm going to take your word for it. Sean said, I know this question is straight out of 2008, but is David's movie going to be on the iTunes store? To my understanding, I would say yes. I'm not exactly sure where it is going to be. A bunch of places. It'll definitely be places that everyone can get to. It's not going to be buried on the Criterion collection, believe me. But once it's out, I think they have all the information and shit. Sheldon, why are we talking about Sheldon? Good. Okay. Hi, Sheldon. Aaron said, I want the grandma from the Garfield Christmas. Oh, Sheldon was the character. I'm an idiot. Sheldon was the character because he was in a shell, eggshell. I'm here. Thank you. Aaron said, I want the grandma from the Garfield Christmas special to be my manager at work or at wrestling. JD wants to know how people know you don't have pubes. Yeah, I'd like to know the same thing myself. Although it would be weird to have no hair anywhere and then just big pubes. I mean, deductive reasoning would suggest I don't have pubes. Tara said, Heathcliff is more of a heel. These wonderful characters. I'm going to watch this when I'm done here. Leo said, who would you most like to wrestle in a cold brew chaos match? David Arquette, Danhausen, Blue Meanie, or Jessamine Duke? Well, Jessamine Duke is going to just straight fuck me up, right? David Arquette, I've wrestled, and it's only taken away years from my life because he still won't leave me alone. Same thing with Danhausen. So I think it's me and Blue Meanie. We're going to do a cold brew chaos match. I like it. I think it's fun. It's going to be hip. But I think we should both parody wrestlers. I'm waiting for Blue Cassidy. It needs to, there's so much, aren't you like, shit, Blue Meanie, when you're like, I could just parody everybody now. You know what sucks? And I'm going to put over my analysis of Blue Meanie because I think it's good. The best part about Blue Meanie and the BWO and all that stuff was that they were parodies. Actual parodies with, I guess, kind of a point of view, or at least a take on the people that they were parodies of. But then after that, so many people try to do that gimmick, but they're just impersonating the other people's gimmicks. You know, they're just doing a straight version. They're like, oh, look, I have an apple. I'm Carlito. And it's like, there's no point here. That was really like the BWO was satirical wrestling that was ultimately incredibly ahead of its time. So pat yourself on the shorts, young man. Terry said, I think Heathcliff wrestled in an episode, or at least in the intro. I'm going to have to look this up. Nail said, I don't understand half the things RJ talks about. I just boo along when instructed. Perfect. Bill said, speaking of pubes, this is the old pube thread. I always howl laughing at the Andy Kaufman soap promo. He was a classic heel in the RJ style. He was, and it's so, but you need to go look at the whole Memphis run because there was a point where he turned face and then turned heel again. There's so much, he really went there, much like David did all this indie wrestling, more than that is making it into the doc, because the doc can only cover so much stuff. But he worked. He needs a compilation DVD, and he needs an action figure. As much as I don't like him, I'm like, why isn't this motherfucker in any video games? Why doesn't he have an action figure? That seems like a, no-brainer to me. He's got great pubes. Terry said, maybe I'm thinking of Eek the Cat. I believe you are. Sabrina said that comedy show you did dressed as Charles Nelson Riley. Yes, I did dress. I did a full-on Charles Nelson Riley impression at a comedy show once. Pogo Shine said, I've yet to see You Cannot Kill David Arquette. That's because nobody's seen it. There's already a high rating from a few on IMDb. That's rigged. I'm sure they paid for that. Terry Brown said, is RJ credited? Yes, I am. Multiple times. SAS said, straight to VHS, I heard on Entertainment Tonight or TMZ. Actually, I have a copy on Laserdisc, so I'm going to have a big viewing party. Chris said, David's movie looks fun. Bless you for enduring all that insanity. It's barely sanity. Glenn said, Pookie is a passive heel sitting idly by while Garfield brutalizes Odie. They were all weird. I don't like them at all. Tarek said we should have a 4 corners of cold brew match. SAS said, I love that shit. Vern Gagne. Leo said, RJ City versus Blue Meanie in a cold brew chaos match at RJ City's Night of Not Enough Stars. Book it. If we can get them, because as you know, there's really just not enough stars. Terry said, loser winning gets cold brew dumped on at the end of the match. BWO Meanie, you crack me up all the time. Stokely said, I like when Blue Meanie and Stevie Richards were the fabulous ones. Tarek said the Blue Dust promo was my favorite. Look, this is now a Blue Meanie and Pubes only discussion thread. SAS said, I love the 4 corners of cold brew idea. So many good BWO parodies. Blue Meanie said, I appreciate the kind words. Coincidentally, we're trying to start an Orange versus Blue campaign on the mind of Meanie to have me wrestle Orange Cassidy next time AEW is in Philly. Well, you've got my vote. Where do I sign? You have to get a petition? Isn't that the way these things work? You just petition to have a match? TJ said, RJ, who's in your stable in the AWA? Tell Vern I said hi. Well, it's me, Ken Resnick, and Gary DeRusha. He's kind of talk around the water cooler a lot. Leo said, I hope Super 7 makes a David Arquette action figure. Those Andre ones they did are cute. They are. Chris said, maybe Matt Cardona can talk to some buddies of his in the action figure world. You'd think, though, like the motherfuckers in Scream. I'm sure there's some Scream action figures. No? Neil said, this is the weirdest conversation ever. Blue Meanie said, I can be the Brew Meanie. And that's why he's a legend in this business, because of fucking puns like that. Patrick said, one of my favorite Andy Kaufman videos is on that HBO special where he does an Andy set and then did an early Tony set where he's still working, developing the character. He did it a lot of different ways, a lot of different times. And did I just talk about him this week on Good, the Bad, the Unknown? I did. When he did the Tony Clifton on the Dinah Shore show and didn't have his glasses. So you can tell it's him because you can see his eyes. Jordan Patrick said, blue big hair. There's another worthy pun. Sabrina is using the B. Arthur emoji and telling me more coffee. Blue Meanie counters with the Pube Meanie. Wow, this is just rife with possibilities. SAS said, where can one find these pictures of Blue Meanie's pubes? Asking for a friend. Just go to bluemeaniespubes.geocities.net and it should come up. JD said, at least no one asked to see your non-existent pubes. Terry said, what a contrasting match, orange versus blue. What color would that make? Bill said, Tony Clifton, the ultimate heel? Yes. Where did you find that Dinah Shore special? I had to do some digging, but I had also originally seen it's not even a special, it's from her talk show. I had seen the footage years ago when I was at the Museum of TV. That's where I had to go to fucking see it. Tarek is going to watch his BW and Andy Kaufman DVDs. Terry said GeoCities. Chris said there are Ghostface action figures, none of David or me, and those banks. Let's make the one for tomorrow. We got a lot going on here. So, oh Lord, let's get that's a nice sniff. Let's enjoy that. Isn't that nice? This is very 3D. I'm gonna open this here. Jordan said, check the Angel Fire for updates. Jeff said, is RJ City the leader of Retribution? I'm actually a leader of a stable called Resentment. We don't go to the shows. We just watch it at home and then complain about it. 2, 3, 4, whatever. I got a long day tomorrow. There we go. And I got some nice, I believe, Italian water here. Mangiatorella. Mangiatorella. That's not like a commercial. It's a hard word to say. I'll have a bottle of Mangiatorella, please. Product of Italy. It's natural spring water. It has low mineral content. Sometimes they're high. Today I'm feeling low down. Here we go. As we moisten this up, you want to get all the grounds wet. This is hard to do. It's harder to do with the cold brew as opposed to the hot, which I still don't think I'll be doing for a while. I like this. It's keeping me nice and cool. There we go, and we'll leave that there like that, and I'll have a little Mangianello. And I will continue with this mug. I'm Jessamine Duke. I just went swimming in a lake in Kentucky, and now I have a rash, and my hand is smoking. It's my very astute, layered Jessamine Duke poem. I'm Jessamine Duke. Okay, gamer. She sounds like Jim Varney for some reason, and I like it. Tarek said, French press is life. I also use a Keurig. Damn you. You shouldn't. Anthony said, hey, RJ, do you wear your hair in different ways? If you do, what are they? Well, I have this, as you can see, the ponytail. And then when I do after dark, I'll have the headband on. It's kind of a loose kind of thing. But it's too long. I have to keep it back all the time right now, which sucks. I got to get a cut. I will. Richard said, Fishy water has hit the road. Yeah, because everyone yelled at me. Stokely said, when I was in school, my teacher gave us words to make sentences with, and this girl said out loud, pubes are grotesque, and she was correct. Chris said, just curious, thoughts on Mexican coffee. Do you mean the Cafe Bustelo? I've had it, and I like it. Jonathan Santos and his mother gave it to me. So sweet. SAS said, I have resentment. My therapist said I need to work on my issues with my dad, but he's dead. So I look like an idiot yelling at the canal I spread his ashes in. I am not talking to the canal at the moment. You should just write a letter and throw it in there. Put it in a bottle and throw it in there. Perhaps go for a dip. Eric said, Tony Clifton is a bit like the guy who wrestled as Mortis a few years ago. They might be one and the same. Bill said, anyone having streaming issues? I'm not. Nail said, wow, how did Jessamine get there so quick? Wait, no, that was just RJ. That was uncanny. Jessamine is unimpressed as per her animated emoji of me. Nail said, Bill, a couple glitches, but nothing bad. Bill, hit your computer. Please don't. I'm sorry. Eric said, RJ, were you contacted by Retrosoft Studios? Like a little bit, but they never pulled the trigger. And if they don't want me, if they don't want to put up a Cobb, it's their loss. People can't play as me. That's their problem. Whatever. You should message them and say, why have you failed to procure the... And I have all my own animations. It shouldn't cost that much to put me in the game. Also, not having my voice in anything. I could have sung my own theme song. Whatever. I've been contacted by LGN. We're doing a little video game called RJ City's Promo Party on Super Nintendo. You just get the mic and you talk it up. JD said, I would want to see you in the new Scream as a victim of Ghostface. So you want to see me dead, JD, is really what you're saying. Blue Meanie said, cheap plug. Ooh, on Fight TV tonight, Josh and I from the Mind of Meanie will be doing alternate commentary. Let me read this again. On Fight TV tonight, the Blue Meanie and Josh from the Mind of Meanie podcast will be doing alternative comedy. It's kind of like alternative rock over SummerSlam. It's a mystery science theater thing, meets wrestling. Do enjoy it. There was a lot of online content going on all day today. I feel like I'm going to be on Zoom all day. Go check that out. I will be listening to it. I'm sure he'll talk about blues and oranges and things of that nature. Eric said, give RJ a check. Stokely wants me to do the horse. Well, now I have to. And the other way. I'm still working on this one. Isn't that good? This one's better. But if you want someone to do the horse well, ask Bobby Fish. So go check that out. SummerSlam tonight, Fight TV, Blue Meanie. He'll be in his shorts. And will there be pubes? Who knows? Neil said, Jessamine will get an action figure after she beats Nia Jax up. Don't worry. Well, I am worried. But not for that, just in general. Chris said, that sounds absolutely splendid, Meanie. Sabrina said, what a lovely Sunday morning. Have a great day, everyone. Nell said, I love Josh. He's very funny. Bill said, so now we need to have action figure 2-packs of RJ and David from David's new movie, Doc. I'm sure they're very easy to produce. Danny said, I heard horses. Tarak has a wonderful periwinkle donation and a red liquid. Look at that pair. It's just shoving red liquid into the camera. This is crazy. SAS said, pubes? I'm intrigued. That's how you get the clicks. Clicks. That's how you get the clicks, Meanie. Val said, I heard one galloping horse and one horse that maybe had a limp or something. Thanks for the entertainment and coffee chat. Thank you, Tara. That's so sweet, and thank you for this odd pair that's shoving a red liquid, which seems to be someone else's blood, into the camera. Blue Meanie said, after the 3rd hour of SummerSlam, there just may be pubes. Isn't that always the way? It's a great tradition. Terry said, really, though, coffee beans are regional. The taste depends on the roasting or when they were harvested. And I think a lot has to do with the preparation of it. And the water, it's all kind of to taste. Even having this same coffee in a cold brew, in a pour over versus a French press versus a regular coffee maker, totally different. Turek says this was the closest sticker to coffee. Fair enough. I can live with it. And it looks like it should be coffee, but the liquid's red. He's drinking cranberry juice out of a coffee cup. Leo said, what about Pube Pandemonium match? We just have to rip them out one at a time. Chris said, I think that red coffee is Gangrel's coffee. SAS said, pretty much what Raw has become pubes and baby oil. Stokely said, the Lord's Day, we are why are they talking about pubes? Requesting an RJ City ponytail tutorial. Well, there's nothing, that's it, really. Let me, you have it, right? And then you just do it. Really just, yeah. And I try to do it high because I don't want it to pull down too much. And then that's it. And there we go. And then this part is, I guess, a little mulletish. And I just let it. Normally, I'll put it back like, well, see, and this is what I got to get cut. This, I'm getting all that cut. Don't you worry about that, kids. Oh, Lord, look at me. I look like I'm becoming very wise, but I'll go like this, or like this, and then like this. And then sometimes on top of it, if I'm feeling really spry, I'm going to the store or something, I'll put a nice headband on to keep it all back. See, doesn't that take it off my face and it keeps that part back? It's a very involved process. Jordan said, so many of these jokes are Bush League. Well done. Jeff said, Burger King has horrible coffee. Yeah, well, Coffee King has horrible burgers, Jeff, so I guess it all evens out. Neil said, could we request tricks and skits now as well as songs? Yes, I can do the Susquehanna Hat Company. Tarak said, has anyone made a Batista barista joke? Well, they have now. Eric said, RJ, do you know Fab Boo? Andre? No, I do not. I mean, I know who he is, but not personally. I haven't run into him at the store. Chris said, that's a 1997 Mick Foley Cactus Jack ponytail. Yes, it's a loving tribute. Leo said, loser has to eat pubes or something. I don't know. Maybe they have to be thrown into a pool of pubes, but where could you find that many pubes? People donate. Bill said, Meanie, if the pubes are as bushy as Eugene Levy's eyebrows, your ratings will be through the roof. SAS said, this is the best thing ever. Iced coffee and wildfires raging to keep me warm. Dear Lord, please stay safe. Nell said, RJ, you're so pretty. Straight Talk Wrestling said, what up, RJ? Straight Talk Wrestling. I did an interview on Sunday with their mini host. It's on their YouTube channel. She had 5 adorable questions for me, and I answered them all horribly. So do go listen or watch. Well, I mean, you can put it on and then close your eyes. Look who it is. If it's not the star of You Cannot Kill David Arquette, premiering, well, it premiered already, but the Canadian premiere is Wednesday, and then August 28th, it'll be everywhere that movies are played, at the bowling alley, all that kind of thing. David Arquette comes in with literally less than a minute to go in the show and said, how's it going? If that ain't the story of his life, I don't know what is. David wore a Randy Savage-ish outfit to the premiere. If you click on his social media, you can find it. He got our tight lady to make it, and she was making me new tights. She bumped my stuff. She's like, this won't be ready for another month. I'm like, God, she must be busy. No wonder she's making this guy another Randy Savage outfit. The best part about David is he'll like, oh, it's a crazy outfit. It's wacky going to a show. And then he'll come home and he'll sit on the couch and he'll wear that outfit. He'll fall asleep with it on. How's it going? It's going great. Blue Meanie said, any truth to the rumor the McDonald's bought the recipe to Tim Hortons coffee? I think McDonald's is in a pinch. I would rather McDonald's coffee at this point. The McCafe. They really revamped it. They're like, don't say McDonald's here. We don't talk about it anymore. Val said, morning, David. A little late, but better than not at all. Everyone's saying hi to David. What a horrible. I love that he's here, and now I'm going to leave. This is the best. Blue Meanie said, congratulations, David. Yes, wait till you see the film, Blue Meanie, and then we can all talk about it. Do enjoy it. It is coming out very soon. Chris said, a mighty fine morning to you, Mr. Arquette. Congratulations on the movie. Nail said, we all know who the real heel is. Stokely said, did you get a new thong yet? No, I'm still riding out the old one. SAS said, I love you on Twitter, and now I love you on YouTube. If you take MySpace, it'll be the trifecta for my heart. You can actually get me on ICQ. I will be there. Straight Talk said, McDonald's all the way. Dear Lord. David said, hi, Tommy. Caramel frappe. We're all talking coffee. McDonald's still can't fix their ice cream machines. That's right, Chris. And then they're trying to move on to coffee. Bill said, hope everyone has a great Max Game day with RJ today. Happy Sunday, everyone. So let's recap. After this, first of all, it's a darn fine mug I got. Hey, you can get it ProWrestlingTees.com/Jessamine Duke. Number one. Number two, at 3 p.m., you have to register on Zoom. If you go to SiriusXM.com/SummerSlam, I will be hosting a SummerSlam match game with Ron Funches, Mike Lawrence, Dave LaGreca, Mark Henry, Tommy Dreamer, and Bully Raymond. I'm very excited for that. And then after that is SummerSlam. There's a watch-along going on YouTube. Blue Meanie will be doing on Fight. He'll be doing his alternate commentary. And also, most importantly, David Arquette and his pubes will be available for you, all of you, this week, August 28th, in a film called You Cannot Kill David Arquette's Pubes. Let's get one final shot. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me. And I guess we'll talk soon. Thank you for chatting. And also thank you for not chitting. Godspeed and God